What happened when my grandma turned therapy into a roast session? Let me tell you about the time I waited 30 days for a top-rated expert therapist, and my grandma turned his entire career into a live performance review. This wasn't an easy booking. I'm talking fully booked calendar, long waiting list, people travel to see him type therapist. So when I finally got the appointment, I felt like I had unlocked something important in life. I brought my grandma because honestly, she had started diagnosing everyone for free anyway. One time she told my cousin, "You're not stressed, you're just allergic to accountability." So I thought, okay, let's get her real help. We walk into the office, calm music, soft lighting, expensive furniture, everything saying, "We understand emotions here." The therapist, Dr. Miles, walks in looking confident, like he charges extra for eye contact. He sits down and says politely, "So what brings you here today?" My grandma looks around and says, "Honestly, I wanted to see what $200 an hour looks like in real life." I nearly disappeared into my chair. Dr. Miles smiles. "And how does that make you feel?" My grandma immediately replies, "Like you practiced that question on your way here." I had to cough to hide my laugh. He tries again. "Tell me about your stress." Grandma leans back and says, "I don't really get stressed. I just watch other people make decisions and feel better about my life." The pen in his hand pauses. He continues, "And how do you usually handle difficult emotions?" Grandma looks at him and says, "I ignore people who say things slowly like it makes them wise." I nearly choked. Dr. Miles stays calm. "Do you feel supported in your daily life?" My grandma nods. "Yes. My family argues, but at least they don't charge me hourly to sit quietly after it." The room gets tighter after that. He asks, "Do you often feel misunderstood?" Grandma leans forward. "Only when I talk to people who think repeating my words softer makes them smarter." At this point, even I can feel the energy shifting. Then he asks, "What do you think your biggest challenge is right now?" My grandma doesn't even blink. "You," she says. One word. Clean. Final. Silence. Dr. Miles slowly puts his pen down like it betrayed him. He leans back and says, "Can I ask why?" And my grandma says, "Because you keep acting like you invented listening instead of just sitting there collecting paid reactions." I lost it internally. I was done. The therapist stares at the ceiling for a second, then looks at me and says the most unexpected thing I've ever heard in my life. "Can I speak to you outside for a moment?" We step out. He closes the door, looks at me very seriously and says, "I need to be honest with you." I nod, and he goes, "Please, never book your appointment here again." I didn't even know how to respond.